Hi guys, Carrie here. Hey, today we're going to talk about the costs associated with reversing an previous extraction orthodontic case. Um, I've gone to so many different dentists, orthodontists, neuromuscular dentists, that I feel I can do a pretty good review on different things and the costs. First thing I'm going to say is there's a financial cost and then there's a mental cost associated with all this. The mental cost is it drives me absolutely crazy to go to a traditional orthodontist and just basically hear him say the stupidest stuff in the free world about my case. Um, First of all, they'll just insult me with things I already know. Like, for instance, most traditional orthodontists, actually, all the ones I went to, for that matter, will claim adults cannot have expanders because they missed the period of growth, which we know is total BS because um, you can expand your mouth at any age. And that's going to be the first thing they're going to try to tell you. So, in lieu of that, they wanted to refer me to a surgeon and get surgery. Okay, which I really wasn't game on. Okay. Um, of the functional tradition orthodontists and the neuromuscular dentists, their idea is a three-step process. Well, it's two steps plus implants. So I'm going to go through the costs on that, and I'm going to touch on the traditional stuff a little bit too throughout this video. Okay, the first step was to get the orthotic, which I paid $10,500 for. That included finding the exact position of my jaw with the K7s, the tensing unit, all that. Um, so to get this piece here was 10,500. I've talked to a couple other neuromuscular dentists that probably aren't as highly trained, and they ranged from 2,500 to 5,000 for this piece here. Now, you don't necessarily need this piece in some cases. If you don't have TMJ, you may not need to relax your muscles in your face before you put your teeth to where your muscles will be the most comfortable. Also, a lot of traditional orthodontists or others will say just get a splint and they just guess where your jaw will be, and I guess they make adjustments on that as well too. So that's phase one, is this piece right here. Now, phase two is all the orthodontic work, meaning the braces, the expander, maybe reverse pull headgear, coils, all those kind of things. Now, that price range on that, if I would have stayed with someone traditional, was between $7,000 and $9,000 plus the cost of whatever surgery they were recommending. They were all recommending different types of surgery. Some wanted me to cut the back of my jaw off first or at the end. Others wanted to cut my gums and just move all my teeth forward, and then I'd be in braces for 18 months. That was the deal with one of them. But even when I talked to them about expansion and I said, you can do that, he goes, oh, you won't expand very much. That's not going to be appropriate for you. You're not a child. So, and I just, as soon as I hear that, I'm just ready to get up and go. But anyway, so we're looking at 25,000 plus from a functional orthodontist for the remainder of the orthodontic work, okay? Now we still have to deal with implants because when the gaps are reopened, I'm going to have all these spaces in my mouth. Okay, if I go with the best of the best, it's $7,000 an implant. If I go midline, I'm looking 3 to 4,000 an implant. I could go down to as cheap as 1,500 a piece for bridges, but I don't want to get bridges because you have to grind down a good working part of your tooth for that too. So this whole thing is probably going to cost close to $60,000 by the time I'm done. Okay, but oh, and people have been asking me, do you have to go to a functional orthodontist? Can you go to a traditional orthodontist? Yeah, you can go to anybody you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, when I left some of those traditional orthodontic offices, I just cried for hours because I felt like I had gotten nowhere. I felt like people were still being ripped off into processes similar to what I have going on now. I feel like it's just horrible. I mean, I'm not. Oh, and I forgot to mention, every single one of the traditional orthodontists wouldn't even touch me without losing my wisdom teeth, which is not going to happen for me because I'm not going to lose four perfectly healthy teeth again for no reason, and I'm not in pain. It would just make their job easier, and that's the whole kick with the whole getting teeth pulled for braces. It's not for you, it's for them. It makes their job easier, and you know what? The price is still the same, and now you're in braces longer because your teeth straightened out in 3 to 4 months. You spend another 18 months trying to close those gaps up. But I can talk about that in all my other videos. Oh, it just burns me up. But anyway, just wanted to talk about the cost. So roughly $60,000 breaking into three areas. the braces, the orthotic, and the implants. Okay, guys, have a great day. Aloha.